Hello beautiful people, let's make this delicious finger licking egusi soup with the frying method. Here are the ingredients we'll be using. I used beef and shaki for this recipe, and I also brought in chopped onions. I also added in seasoning and salt, and we're going to mix all this to combine properly. Mix it to coat every piece of meat with the seasoning and the salt, and we'll cover this without adding water to it. It's going to generate its own fluid, and after 5 minutes, this is how it looks like. Now I'll add in water to top it. This water will help it to cook till it's tender, and we're going to mix this also. You can also use any protein of your choice, and we'll cover this and we'll get back to it when it's tender. And here I have the egusi seeds. I use the hand-peeled egusi seeds. I always prefer its taste and texture. And we are going to blend this till it's very smooth. We'll also blend some onions. That's what we use to mix with the egusi to form it into a thick paste. We'll keep mixing this till we'll get a very thick paste. And we'll also set it aside. And here I have the peppers. I'll be using some shombo and ordinary peppers also for this frying method egusi soup. And this yellow sand pepper is my go-to pepper for all Nigerian soups. I also have obe here. You can use dawada or iru, and I added in crayfish. I've washed all this, and we're going to also blend this into a rough texture. And back to the beef. This has cooked tender enough, and we'll set this aside. Now I used a blend of 2 vegetables for this egusi soup. I've washed the scent leaf and the ugu leaf. If you've not used scent leaf for your egusi soup before, you're missing out on something so delicious. And I'll set this aside. I also have the dry catfish, and I'm going to wash this with salt. Sometimes the back might be laced with sand, and if you don't wash it very well, it's going to affect the soup. And in a dry pot on heat, I brought in palm oil. Please always source for good palm oil. I wouldn't allow this oil to bleach. Then I brought in the crayfish, pepper, obe, and we're going to start mixing this. We'll fry this for 2 to 3 minutes depending on how much quantity you're cooking. I brought in seasoning cubes, and we'll also stir this. And now gently we are going to bring in the egusi paste, and we'll start turning this. It's important to note that egusi burns very fast, especially when you're using the frying method. So you have to be on standby to keep stirring this so that this doesn't burn. Please note that when you bring your egusi soup into the pot, you have to cook it for not less than 20 minutes so it will be well cooked and not give you stomach discomfort. And the quantity you're cooking will determine how long you're going to cook yours. I brought in the mixed stock. I added this in gently so that the egusi wouldn't be watery. And one good thing also with this frying method is that it gives your egusi volume. You keep adding water and it keeps rising. Now I brought in the stockfish. This is not the hard one, that's why I'm bringing it in at this time. And I also brought in the meat. You can grill yours, you can fry yours, but I'm bringing mine as it is into the soup, and we're going to mix all this in properly. Now we're going to check for our salt and seasoning. I always say that your seasoning and your salt should be proportional to the quantity of food you're cooking. If you're not sure, you add in little per time and adjust as you cook along. We'll cover this, but keep in mind you keep stirring this from time to time because egusi burns very fast. And now I brought in the dry catfish. Please remove the bones from the fish. This doesn't take time to cook, that's why it's coming in now. What we've done so far is that we've built lots of amazing local flavors for this egusi soup. We'll cover this for about 2 minutes, and this is 2 minutes later. Now we are coming in with the vegetables, the ugu and the scent leaf. These two combination for your egusi soup, it's so delicious. If you've not tried scent leaf before in your egusi soup, you might consider doing that. Start with little portions so that you see how good it is. We'll stir this for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and our soup is ready, and we'll take it off from the heat. I hope this video was helpful to you. Remember, at Glory Homemaker, we give you value for your time. What will you be pairing this with? Semo, eba, fufu, which of the above? Let me know. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.